Y'all, I am back. All right. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, Cowboy. All right. We still back at it, y'all. All right. This is the 8th episode of the Royal High Table. And by the way, Cowboy, I don't quite know if you have a crown, but our ritual over here, whenever you pull up to have a discussion and all that other sort of jazz, hey, everybody's a king or queen in their own right, all right? Or a god or goddess, or emperor, empress, whatever it is that they believe they are to be, that's what they are, all right? Now, whether they know it, whether they know where their area of expertise is, shoot, it ain't really up to me to decide. It's really up to them, all right, and the Lord. But, hey, it is what it is, but we do put our crowns on or whatnot. So if you happen to have a crown, make sure that you put it on, man, because, hey, all the kings and queens is up, and we we coming to the table, and we about to chop it up and discuss some stuff. But my next question that I do have, all right, the next question, it might be this might make you think a little bit also, but it's not. I don't think it's as it may not be as deep. But what do you think is the most important aspect in maintaining a friendship? All right, I'll get into basically what I have, right? Because even though it says, what do you think is the most important thing? I never really answer with one particular answer. I always answer with more than one answer because, things within life are just too complex sometimes to be answered with just bam, this is the way it is. But as far, and hell, your answers may mirror and line up with some of my answers that I'm about to point out. But basically what I thought the most important things in maintaining a friendship, one is loyalty. All right, another one, and I'll provide some explanation, a little bit more elaboration on these terms. But number one is loyalty. Another one is honesty. Another one is trustworthiness. Another one is being able to listen. Another one is encouragement. And the last one that I have is humor. There's a bunch of other different key qualities, but again, those are the terms that I made note of: loyalty, honesty, trustworthiness. Well, no, let me go over it slowly. Loyalty, honesty, trustworthiness, listening, encouragement, and humor. All right. Now, as far as the explanation as to why that is the case, I feel loyalty is definitely something. What I just have was just the ability to stick by one side, even when it is most difficult to do so, because it is not always. Ideally, in a perfect world, when it comes to sticking by people or whatnot, one would prefer that whoever it is that they're sticking by be right in their scenario, or not have done much, if any, wrong. But but that just that quality, that trait of or rather this, right? Even if let's say if a friend, two friends, get into it and are not on the best of terms, or really feeling some sort of type of way, really just that quality, that trait to, again, even though one may not necessarily like them at the moment, may not, I'm not gonna say respect, but there may be some tension there, or they may not be entirely sure that that so and so was right in that particular scenario. That ability to, again, stick with them, stick by their side, and help them through it is always great. It's always something of significance. Hell, it's been that way since the dawn of time. So so yeah, that's something pretty big. Oh shoot, what? Because I did also make note of something else. And even further, I guess this would further reiterate, or I said reiterate. Hold up. I guess this would further speak to the point. Even when one would have, again, motives to not stick by, again, if there is conflict and all that other sort of jazz, which would influence one to basically not stick by one side and all. But another component that I have, and it's actually in relation to loyalty, is honesty. All right, just avoiding. And oh, by the way, thank you so much for the support, Cowboy. But honesty is another thing that I made note of. It's just like avoiding the that element of being honest, avoiding the component or the disacknowledgement of when somebody goes about and is doing something wrong, doing some BS and all that other sort of jazz. That's something pretty it's pretty significant, because hell, I tell you this, it's always good to have people to encourage, to boost you, whatnot. But if the whole if every single time it's a yes, it's a yes, it's a yes, yes do this, yes do this, yes do this, yes do this, regardless of you just with any and every single thing, that's obviously a dangerous thing, because they might mess around and hell, they say they want to go about and do something really stupid, do something really dangerous and whatnot. They'll be putting themselves and perhaps other people in danger. So honesty is definitely something of importance. And not only that, shoot, hell, if you I guess the best analogy that I could put forth is, hell, if dessert is nice, but you got to have your mix of vegetables. All right, you ideally you got to have both. All right, you get the dessert to enjoy the sweeter things in life, but you get the vegetables to enjoy some of that, some of the protein, some of the good nutritions and all that other sort of stuff that come with it. So thank you for that. Thank you for that. My dog is really showing the support, man. Showing the support. Yo, we got another one. We got another one up in the mix. How's it going, Naruto? Hold on. Let me fix the camera right quick. You say, what the hell? Did you join the wrong group chat or something? Or not group chat, but did you join the wrong, oh, alright. Hold on, he says just... What's up, Naruto? You got Drip in your name. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm Big Daddy Drip, a.k.a. Zachariah White. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm gonna plug myself right here, y'all make sure that y'all go y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel. All right, Zachariah White. Y'all should see a fine gentleman in a blue suit. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, and I got a number of videos out at and amongst them are some of my podcast videos, and some of them, a lot of them, are my gaming videos. But yeah, no, I do have Drip in my name. Oh yeah, and we got somebody else that just joined. Shout out to you. But it's actually a pretty funny story. Not a funny story, but it is a pretty significant story how I got that name. But I'm not going to get into it now though, just because I really I see that people are here, and that's awesome. But I really want, I want eyes. I want eyes on my story. Like when I tell people how I got that name, I want some serious eyes on that. But yeah, no, I know you got it. Naruto, you got Drip in your... Oh, nah, that ain't the case, bro. That ain't the case. I don't know how old you are, but that ain't the case. That damn sure is not the case. But anyway, all right, I'm going to get back to... Oh, I mean, forget it. It's cool. I'm about to get back to it. But anyway, right? As far as the original question that I was asking, if you guys would like to answer, is what do you think is the most important thing in maintaining a friendship? All right, I was just talking with Cowboy about this, but one particular trait, or a couple of traits that I've already discussed, and thank you so much for liking the stream, Drip, but a couple terms or a couple key concepts that I already outlined was loyalty and honesty. All right. But another key term that I feel must be, again, made note of is trustworthiness. All right. Just being able to trust and be trusted with key pieces of information, confidential information, and to, I guess, be present, whenever a friend or anybody is really in need, that's also something of importance. Because hell, just as I'm sure everybody within this live is only, I'm pretty sure it's only like what, 2 people, 4 people came through, but it's about a couple people that's actually in the live. This just, there, like life again, life will beat you down to your knees. Life will bring about sad moments. Life will bring about, a bunch of different things. A bunch of different things. And again, having people, just having people that you trust is definitely something that helps out, because everybody needs, or many people rather, need someone to vent to, need someone to get something off their chest to, need something, that's going to be there, whenever they're crying, need someone that's going to be there whenever they're feeling emotionally vulnerable, need someone who, whenever they need to get from point A to point B because they got something very urgent that they got to take care of, they need someone that's going to be that, if they can't quite do it themselves or handle it themselves, they have somebody that's going to be there to help them. They need someone for a bunch of different things. Hell, we as people, humans, hell, we're all pretty needy. Yeah, we're definitely pretty needy. But hey, more than anything else, yeah, we definitely need trustworthy people that we trust. Not to mention, hell, if you had a whole bunch of people that you didn't trust, I tell you one thing, that's a miserable person. That's a miserable person, because they would probably watch and monitor a lot of what they would say, a lot of what they would do, and all that other sort of jazz, because they probably think that, again, since they're around untrustworthy people, that same, whatever it is that they say, whatever it is that they do, will eventually come back to bite them in the rear, because these said people will use that as a weapon in some way or whatnot. So again, trustworthiness is a big factor. All right, as far as, and it's funny enough, because it's, to some degree or whatnot, all of these key concepts, and again, thank you so much for the support, Cowboy, but all of these concepts really are really connected to each other, because the next piece is listening. All right, paying a close mind, paying a close eye, paying a close attention to, again, when your friend has something that they need to say, because again, keeping things on the inside and all that other sort of jazz. Hey, speaking of earlier about like what's the biggest problem within society, I don't know if it's the biggest problem, but it is a problem. Not letting, I guess, holding on to things for too long, within many different regards. Holding on to something for too long is always problematic. Hell, think about like holding pee during a long road trip. That's problematic. You're gonna mess around and you're gonna let it go one of these times. All right. Holding on, like, even I'll say this right here, right? Like, let's say if you really like somebody, right? But you never quite tell them, that's something that's very painful to some degree, because it's like, damn, regardless of if this sad girl or sad boy or whatever happens to go about and they get with somebody else, or they happen to they or the person who's crushing, they are not able to see their crush, and that's something painful, because again, they kept that on the inside. All right, they really like that person. In their minds, to some degree, they wanted and had intentions to build something, to build a good relationship with that particular person, and that opportunity passed. All right, so listening, like, I guess just that quality is something that helped towards that idea, or that concept of not holding on to something for too long. And hell, even my fault, because I was just playing Call of Duty. I was recording a video for Call of Duty not too long ago. Hell, what do you think will happen whenever you hold a grenade for too long? It's just gonna blow up in your hand. All right, so yeah, like, again, just in many different walks in life, you see that again, holding on for something for too long is not exactly the best idea. All right. In some regards, it's needed, but in many regards, that is not the case. All right. But as far as some like the other two terms, even like in my notes, I didn't quite really go too far into these specific points, but encouragement is definitely something, because again, going back to like what I was talking about with trustworthiness, like again, life is pretty tough on its own, and again, it will beat you down to your knees. I'm thinking of the Sylvester Stallone quote, the famous one. He's like, "It will beat you down to your knees if you let it." And and he's going about talking about that, but it's that encouraging that really that helps in that process of rebuilding and ascending. So that's also something that's very, very significant. And humor, that's again, whenever the mood gets, ooh, hold up, it's good to learn from something that may have hurt. Okay, hold up, let me show that. Okay, Cowboys also out here dropping gems, y'all. Hold up. Hold up, let me get that. It's good to learn from something that may have hurt, but take the knowledge and leave the hurt. Hey, yo, I'm gonna take that point, right? This is what I'm gonna say, right? And perhaps this may or may not even address the prompts of, again, important qualities to have within a friendship, but this is still a gem nonetheless. That, from like, I remember a quote of something that's like, okay, smart people learn from their mistakes, wise people learn from the mistakes of others. That right there, I feel like that lines up exactly with that particular concept, that particular principle, that doctrine, or whatever it is that you want to call it. But yeah, no, I like that. Cowboy, you dropped a real good gem. I really like that. Yo, hold on. I'm going to take a screenshot of that. I really like that point. Hold up. Right here. I like that. That was nice. That was nice, y'all. But thank you so much. But and even then, I guess just to close out my explanation on this particular quote, not quote, but this particular question, humor, again, that's something to help with whenever, again, the mood gets dark. All right, whenever the sun ain't shining no more and life is just throwing a whole bunch of rain, a whole bunch of hurricanes, a whole bunch of storms and whatnot, the humor, to some degree, is like the rain go away, come back another day. Like that's what humor is. That's what humor is whenever life gets tough. And even when even when it's sunny and things are going right, hell, the humor is a component that makes it, that to some degree makes all the good stuff even better. Right? Hell, it's always when things are going right and you're laughing, hell, that's always a good thing. It's always something enjoyable. It's always a memorable moment. So that's a little something. But hold up, let me see how much time. Oh, okay, I'm actually doing a little bit on time. All right, I got about 12 more minutes before my camera cuts off on me again, but hey, it's all good. We still got a little bit of time, and we're gonna let the good times roll. But hey, if you guys who are still within the chat, if you guys like have any input, again, y'all feel free to to voice how you feel. Again, the question that we're talking about, just before we move on to the next one, is like, what is the most important quality or trait that you feel should be present within a particular friendship? I'll give you guys about like a couple minutes or so to really answer the question, but I do have another question. And it may not be. I have just as I've been explaining and going in depth. Ooh, okay, tummy hurt. Okay, patience and understanding. Okay, that's big time. Do you care to explain? Even though, I mean, shoot, hey, we may already have like a good understanding of it, but yo, hey, go ahead. If you can expand and elaborate on it, go ahead. But I'll also try and see what I think. Patience and understanding. Patience and understanding. I guess those two, patience and understanding, that would go back to a question that me and Cowboy were talking about earlier, with about like what is like a big problem, what is the biggest problem that's present within society. Patience and understanding. I tell you, Ray, listen, man. To some degree, even though there will always be disagreements, there will always be issues, even if people understand each other, that whole understanding component is something that is very, that to, in a lot of different instances and examples, they said a lot of people only have one or the other. Facts. That's big facts. That's big facts. And that's where patience comes in. That's facts too. That's facts too. That's facts too. When I was what's it called? I was trying to think. There was a thought that I had towards patience. More so because I guess with when it comes to patience, I was thinking about, again, just the whole, even though again things are not always going to be oh no, it's cool, but patience, things are not always going to be to the level or to the standard or whatnot that people want, people wish. Like I think of, like, when I think of patience, I think of relationships, right? Like, let's say the girlfriend who wants her guy or whatever to be making so and so kind of money, right? The guy who wants the girl to be this particular this, to have this particular body frame and all that other sort of jazz, right? The person who wants to be making six figures and all that other sort of jazz, right out the gate as soon as they come out of college. What else? Shoot, there's a bunch of different examples, but hell, all of that really, to some degree, those wants, those desires, and all that other sort of jazz, it's like seeds. It's like seeds. And what do seeds need? It needs water. And you want to know what else it needs? It needs sunlight. And you want to know what else it needs? It needs time to grow. All right? Perhaps it'll grow towards that standard that people want, people would like. But again, you need that time. It needs time to be able to expand and grow. But yeah, you guys, hey, I like that. You guys are definitely coming in clutch with the good points and contribution to the questions. But I do have another question. I have some other questions. I'm really trying to think which one I want to ask next. I guess I will ask, this one's a relatively short one. I don't quite have too much to really say for this one, just because I haven't given it much thought. But a question that I do have is, what is one thing you have never been good at doing? All right. This was, and when I asked this question, this was intended to, I mean, you guys could take it whatever direction you want to take it to, but I know me, I relatively looked at it, I'll say like a mood lightener, because we've been in our deep bag. All right, we've been in our philosophical, all gem dropping bags. All right, hey, listen, I tell you this, we're K Jewelers, because hey, we're dropping a whole bunch of diamonds, and it just sucks that there's only a couple people here. But hey ho, it's all of this pretty much is being recorded at the moment. So, but yeah, as far as the one, like, what's one thing that I've never been good at? I've never been good at dancing, y'all. I've never been good at dancing. Yeah, I've always struggled when it comes to that. The only time that I've been sort of all right when it came to dancing was when I was really, really young. All right, when I was like 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the only time I've been good at dancing, and even then I didn't even do that too much. But I'll tell y'all one thing: there are two. Well, there are a couple dances that I'll really get into, and I'll really, that's my stuff. I'll really get into it. All right, but the two dances are wobble and the Cupid shuffle. Those two dances, I will, bro. Listen, I tell you this, that's my stuff. All right, I'll be sitting. Right, like when it comes to functions and all that other sort of jazz, when people are playing music and people are dancing, I'll a lot of the time be sitting there just bobbing my head and all that. But once they play either of those two songs, oh trust me, I'm up. Hold up, okay. I like wearing suits and whatnot, so y'all gonna see everybody see just dude in suit coming up. All right, let's get it, y'all. Hey, even then I still don't quite know how to dance, but hey, for these particular dance, like these particular songs, I tell you one thing, I'ma try. I'ma try. All right, forget all of that, man. For sure, man. You dang right. Game time indeed. But is there like anything that that you guys have never been good at doing? I'm trying to think of if there was anything else. A lot of things. Hey, cowboy, that's a lot of us, man. I still don't know how to ride a bike. Listen, it's cool. Hey, I still. Oh, you want to know something? All right, it just hit me. Something I've never been good at doing. I've never learned how to swim. I never learned how to swim. I just got to the point where I could stand up in the water. That's the point where I'm at with it, within my life. Obviously I ain't gonna be able to stand up in no ocean, right? But chess for one. Oh yeah. That's a good idea. I've been playing a little bit of chess, a little bit here and there, but yeah, chess is always a tricky one. But hey, yeah, I guess it's fitting that chess is, if life is like any game, it may be like many of them, but chess is definitely one. It's always tricky to navigate. I'm trying to think. I guess I will move on to the next question. Hold on, let me see how much time I got. Oh, okay, I got a couple more minutes before my camera cuts out on me. And then after that, I'll cut on the video and record for about however many minutes that I can until my camera cuts out on me again. But if you guys are still here, and we could still talk for a little bit after that. But I'm trying to think. Checkers. Ooh, okay. Sometimes I play checkers and completely confuse the opponents. Okay, that's cool. Chess is, I said chess. Checkers is definitely easier and much easier game to play and comprehend than chess. Because even again with chess, there's certain ways that the pieces move, and even once you get that down pat, then you have to really get down to okay, well if I do this, this person will likely do this, and then okay, well damn, this is what will happen, and yada yada yada. I guess that's more so the case also with checkers, but you already all the pieces really move the same. So that's something to take into account. But one particular question, I'd have to see which question do I want to answer. There is one. Seeing that as we have been continuing on this trend of deep questions, I will move on to this particular question, right? Ooh, we got another person who joined. My camera's gonna cut off in about a minute or so, but hey, it's cool. I'm still about to record for a little bit. But the next question that I have is, what is your philosophy in life? And this is, ooh, hey, thank you, man. What's up, Chef? I'm just chilling and dealing like a villain, man. And hey, it's always a pleasure having you guys come through. Now, granted, this is like my second time doing actually being on Spoon and podcasting. But hey, Hey, listen, it's always nice. But yes, my question that I have for you guys, again, for those who didn't catch it, is what is your philosophy in life? Hold on, let me see how much time.